Okay, hi everyone. So, my next video is how to take this
into
this, the American flag. So this one is a slightly more tedious than the other one. This was a mistake, and it turned out really cool. So, I'll walk you through it though. Okay, so we're gonna take our board. My little assistant here wants to be all up in it. Okay. So we gotta take the tape. And we're gonna start taping off where we want our blue. Like that. So I got an X-Acto knife and I just kind of went, let me see that? Okay. On here to get rid of that excess tape here. Make it a nice clean line. Remember, have all your edges smooth down. I'm going to do the same on this one. Make this a nice clean line. There we go. Fairly easy. Okay. Then I'm gonna take my tape to do the lines. I'm gonna start right here because I want my line to stop right at the same spot as this one. I want it to be a cohesive straight line. So then I'm just gonna kind of go back and eyeball. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm not. Let me think about that. I'm going to use this piece right here as kind of my guide so that they're perfectly evenly spaced. Go like this. And then retake this one. That one's cool. And we're going to put it down here. This is just my spacer. What's that? See your perfectly even stripes. Let's scooch that up just a hair. I saw one of these that was kind of cool. It was like stained in the middle, so I was trying to achieve it. And I didn't really like the way that it turned out, so I went back over with a white. So again, make sure that all your edges are really smoothed down so you don't get any bleeds in here. I already did, Bugs. Okay, so I'm again going to do the baby white method. And I'm going to use a dark brown. And I'm just putting it directly on here. I'm just using my finger. Make sure all your little edges are done. Go back, grab some more. And just kind of work it into your wood. Some more. Work it in. I love this method. It is just the easiest thing in the world. And you don't have to buy, like this one you would have had to buy 3 different colors of stain. But instead, we're using 3 different 50-cent bottles of acrylic paint. Win-win, I believe. Just working it in there. Working it in. I did this and then, like I said, I didn't like it because I felt like it needed the white. And then just plain with the white over the top of the brown, it gave it such a unique look. Sometimes the worst mistakes are the greatest. They turn out to be some of your best work. having a mistake and just trying to fix it. Okay, so now we got our brown. So I'd normally let this dry a little tiny bit, but for the sake of the video, I'm not going to. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it right over my brown. Oops. I'll fix that in just a minute. Again, I reuse tape. 1, blue tape's awfully expensive. 2, I don't want to be wasteful. This one, I'm going to have to get a new piece for that long one. But we're going to do this for these ones. And it's okay if a little bit of your brown's showing, because your brown is the darker, and when you put your red over, it's not going to bleed onto it where it's going to be noticeable. So if you're not, you know, perfect with it, it's fine. I'm going to show you how to kind of fix that at the end. And then we need one piece for this one.
Put stars on it.
So my daughter was just telling me, what about the stars? So the stars you can do with vinyl. Your permanent sticker vinyl. I, per request from my husband, am going to use screws because he thought it would look cool. And he's supplying the screws, so why not, right? Okay, make sure. That's why mine don't have stars on it yet. Because I want to do something different and do screws. So now we're doing red, just red. And the same thing, baby wipe method. Put a little dab on here. Work it in. A little bit more for the red, because the red, you don't want it to look pink. You want it to look red. A nice, bright red. What's that, Bugs? My daughter's whispering over here in my ear.
You're actually going to need 4 colors.
I am going to need 4 colors. You're right, because
white,
I'm doing white, blue, red, and I did the brown, right?
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. Absolutely right. I'm doing it this way so I'm not wasting paint. That's pretty quick. Just squirt it on. My daughter's a little artistic one as well. She definitely got the artistic crafting. She loves to paint. She is amazing at drawing. And she's always out here helping me and painting with me. Okay, so we got a red. I'm gonna go ahead and peel these up. Now this is, okay, see right here? You see that white line? All I'm going to do is I'm going to take my red. I'm going to put a little tiny bit on. And I'm just going to go up to that line. And kind of go over it. Till it disappears. I got a little bit on the brown, but that's okay. Because the baby wipe takes it right off. And now it's gone. So like I said, if you have these little white lines, it's fine because the red is lighter than the brown and it's easy to go back and fill in these little lines with your red with no hassle. Just a little dab of the red. Oop, that was too much. And then go back through. Love. The baby wipe method. Okay. So now I'm going to take this tape off of here. And I'm going to step it down to do my blue. And I don't mind piecing tape together. It works for me for the most part. Okay. Make sure my edges, they don't have to be too crazy down. You can see I got a little red, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so we got that. Now for my blue, this is the only blue that I have, is this bright blue. Can you hand me a plate, babe? So I went ahead and mixed my own because I didn't like this color. So I'm just gonna do a little blue. And I'm gonna put a tiny touch black in it. This is the old hairdresser in me coming out. Make your own colors. Play around mixing colors to make what you want.
That's what I did right there.
And if it's slightly too dark, a smidge more blue. And I have a beautiful navy blue now. It's beautiful. You can have that. And again, I'm going to take my baby wipe, dip it into my blue, and rub it on here. Thanks. Rub, rub, rub. Such a pretty blue. Okay, so when I was done earlier, I peeled these off and I was like, I don't like it. So I'm like, how do I fix it? And then the magic happened. And I got white. And I put some on this one. And I got, this is my chalk paint brush. It's one of my favorite brushes ever. Especially for dry painting, dry brushing and waxing. I absolutely love this. This is just a cheapy one from Waverly from Walmart. But I like it for the small little areas. So right here, I'm just gonna kind of just do a light dry brushing here, trying my hardest to just stay on the brown. Come back through, blend it. A little more. I'm gonna just come down here. Do a little more. Come up here a little bit. And just kind of dry brush it on there. My daughter's trying her hardest to get all up in the camera. She's getting in my paint space.
No. Trying to see and sit.
And again, dry brushing, there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just however you feel and however it just kind of goes. The uniqueness to it. This one, I just remembered when I did this one, I just put a little tiny piece of tape here so that I didn't have to worry about getting it on the blue. And you can do that with the rest of the lines if you're really worried about getting some on it. Oh, my 3-year-old just got home and he's yelling at me. Whoa, that's my 3-year-old, everybody. That's my 3-year-old crazy one.
I scared you, Mom.
You scared me, honey. And like I said, just dry brush whatever you feel needs to be dry brushed. And there you have it. And like I said, you can put your stars with vinyl. We're gonna do ours with screws. But I think they're really cool. And I love that a mistake made something very genuine. And it came out really cool. So thank you guys. And I hope you enjoy. Happy painting. Bye.